If you're like me, and I know you are because we're all human, you'll be skeptical to go see a movie without knowing much about it, with all the money you spend on tickets, the food, and drinks, when if you just wait a while, you can pirate it and watch it online for free. In case I really have to do mention this, it was a joke. Don't pirate, that's illegal. But still, what are the reviews? Does the movie get an up? Or does it get a down? So, this movie was just released a few weeks ago, and I just finished watching it. Well, here I'm going to give you my opinions of the ups and the downs of the Netflix original movie, Death Note. So a little information on Death Note in case you have no idea what the heck I'm talking about. It was originally a Japanese manga that started in 2003, went into a Japanese live-action film series in 2006. After that, the anime launched. It ran for 2 seasons, totaling 37 episodes. Other notable things, yada yada yada. Musical, now in its second touring. Live-action TV show in 2015. Now, in 2017, we have a live-action movie made by Netflix. I didn't go into this movie with much confidence. I didn't watch or read any reviews about this movie, as not to spoil it for myself, but I did hear things. They were not really good things. So with that all being said, let's get into the ups and the downs of Netflix's own Death Note. Number 1. As I said, I didn't go in with too many expectations, but one thing I was excited about was to see Ryuk. Who is Ryuk, you ask? Well, that would be this scary mofo right here. How about this one? I don't know which one is creepier. Anyhow, the reason why I was so excited is because he is voiced by the great William Dafoe. As some of you might be too young to remember, but he played the Green Goblin in the best Spider-Man movie. This one. It came out in 2002. Dafoe is the perfect voice for this character. It was a good choice for a casting. This one, I give it an up. Number 2, L. What can I say about L? Here's a picture of L. He's black. The reason why I point this out is because the world is making such a big deal out of it. Oh, the humanity, they're saying. I went in thinking the same thing too. The reason why is because in every other Death Note iteration, L is white. The manga, the live-action movie series, the anime, the musicals, the live-action TV show, the video games, the novels. So this would have gotten down, but this guy plays the character so well, I couldn't help but get over my skepticism. So this definitely gets an up. Number 3. Wow, 2 ups in a row. It looks like this is going pretty well. Hold on a minute. The movie felt rushed. Now, for an action movie, it's good to move it along quickly so as to not get too boring. But to do it so quickly that you lose the audience midway is maybe a little too fast. Now, they do have 12 books to go through, or 37 episodes, weighing in at about 20 to 25 minutes an episode. Do the quick math. That's 851 minutes, or 14 hours, 11 minutes. They need to squash that into a 100-minute or an hour and 40-minute movie. I think that they did the best they could with the time they had. But unfortunately, that has to get it down. Number 4. People are getting super salty about the creator of the movie changing stuff in the movie. Ever since the movie announcement back in 2015, the movie creator Adam Wingard and Netflix themselves have been slammed by the hate train. Ever since the dawn of the cancerous internet, there have been keyboard warriors. People who say whatever they can because they don't have to worry about backlash because of the anonymity the internet gives them. Well, people were slamming Wingard's Twitter with hate, and finally, he had enough, and he fired back. That got him even more hate, even going so far to delete his Twitter account. So the fact that he actually fought back makes me respect him as a person. So that, my friends, gets an up. So number 5, for me, watching this movie reminds me of when I watched the anime with my brother. The people from the last point did have a point though. Wingard did change a lot, but just think, 1, he only had a short time to do that, to put together all this stuff. 2, filmmaking is an art form, and art is supposed to be expressive. So if he wanted to paint Death Note in a new light, that was his call. 3, I myself would be bored just sitting there if I knew everything that was going to happen. And the fact that he changed things around helps bring fresh air into the series. He did keep a lot of the main points from the original, but he did change things. So I like that. That definitely gets an up. Number 6. Like I said in number 3, the story lost me, but the point of number 3 is that they rushed it. But for this one, it's a little different than number 3. So for this one, the story was so convoluted and hard to follow that it was, well, hard to follow. You would think that would be an instant down, but not necessarily. Think about it. What about a notebook that is carried around by a god of death and he can give it to whomever he wants and said person can take him up on the offer? What about that is not convoluted? Being convoluted means that you really can't guess what's going to happen. The final plan of our main character was so convoluted that I couldn't have guessed what was going to happen, which ties into the reason number 5, and now also number 6, gets a whole bunch of ups. And finally, number 7. Remember in number 3 when I said there was so much to cover in such a short amount of time? Well, when the movie wraps up, as to not give any spoilers, they leave the idea for another movie that could come out at some point. Add that to the fact that the original, from the original, they left out a whole nother story arc. And also, remember back at the beginning of the video when I was recapping all Death Note's achievements? Well, here's a refresher. Back in 2006, Japan produced 3 live-action Death Note movies. They released in 2006, 2006, and 2008. So, does that mean we could be seeing a series of movies here? Will we get the answers we need? I don't know. With all the hate and then needing to delete his Twitter, I don't know if Wingard will keep up the possible progression. I really hope he does, though. So, for the possibility of bringing us more Death Note, that one gets an up. So, all in all, I think the ups far outweigh the downs, in my opinion at least. I would love for you guys to tell me what you guys thought. I would tell you also to definitely, if you haven't seen it, take the effort to see it and go in with an open mind. So, do you guys think I missed something? Did you like the video? Do you want me to do more of these? If so, what should I review next? Let me know all this and more down in the comments section. But for now, I'm Michael from the Gaming Movement, and this has been Ups and Downs at the Movies.